From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Tuesday, January the 14th, 2020. We open with political news in Israel with the deadline tomorrow, January the 15th, for parties to submit their final slates ahead of the March 2nd national elections. Two right-wing parties announced a merger today, Israel's New Right and National Union. New Right's Naftali Bennett and Ayelet Shaked will run together with National Union's Bezalel Smotrich in the March elections. The Jewish Home Party, led by Rafi Peretz, earlier had merged with the controversial Otzma Yehudit Party, led by Itamar Ben-Gvir. Otzma is associated with Kahana's Kach Party, which was barred from the Knesset over its extremist views. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's Likud Party is calling on Bennett to team up with the far right in order to not waste votes. However, Bennett was cited as saying earlier today that aligning with Otzma Yehudit could, quote, cause damage for generations. Likud is concerned that the right seems to be more fractured than the left, which presents significant risk for parties who do not get enough votes to enter the Knesset and ultimately could lead to a smaller and weaker bloc with less seats in the Knesset. New information has emerged about the man and woman who attacked a kosher supermarket in Jersey City last month, murdering 3 people there, as well as a police officer at another location. State and federal law enforcement officials said yesterday that the killers had expressed hatred of Jews and law enforcement in notes left at the scene of the shooting and in online posts, and had planned the attack for some time, saying that the two had driven past the kosher market twice in the week of the December 10th attack. It was also reported yesterday that the two were involved in another shooting targeting a Jewish person a week prior. A gun recovered at the kosher market was known to have been used to murder a livery car driver in Bayonne on December the 7th. But investigators said yesterday that the gun was also used earlier on December the 3rd to shoot out the windows of a car driven by a Hasidic man in the vicinity of Newark Airport. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio announced on Friday that the city will install 100 new security cameras in neighborhoods in Brooklyn with large Orthodox Jewish populations that have been targeted by anti-Semitic incidents. The Associated Press reports that the cameras will be installed in Williamsburg, Crown Heights, and Borough Park, the first 30 scheduled to be installed by March of this year. De Blasio said these new security cameras will increase the NYPD's visibility into these neighborhoods and help our officers on the ground keep New Yorkers safe. 3 Republican congressmen introduced a resolution to fight anti-Semitism through education. The bill, spearheaded by Ted Budd of North Carolina, Lee Zeldin of New York, and David Kustoff of Tennessee, encourages public schools to teach a curriculum on the history of anti-Semitism and the Holocaust, as well as on the creation of the State of Israel in 1948 and the BDS, Boycott, Divestment, and Sanctions movement against Israel. Budd said anti-Semitic and anti-Israel attitudes often emerge because of a lack of understanding of the long and painful history of the Jewish people and the fact that anti-Semitism has followed them to all corners of the globe for thousands of years. He said, "I'm proud to lead a resolution that will help increase understanding and rid our country of all anti-Semitic hate." The Israeli humanitarian organization IsraAid is in Puerto Rico after the island was struck by a major earthquake last week. The team is focusing on providing humanitarian relief as well as psychological first aid and administering safe water and sanitation solutions for the affected population. The American Jewish Committee is supporting IsraAid in this effort. CEO David Harris said, "Our long-standing involvement with the citizens of this American Commonwealth and our ties with Puerto Rican communities move us to act with compassion." Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Tuesday, January the 14th at 7 o'clock, Professor Deborah Lipstadt presents her view of anti-Semitism in America today. At 8, it's the 20th annual gala of the American Friends of the Rabin Medical Center, with remarks from New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy, among others. That's from the Plaza Hotel in New York City. At 9, Mark Golub sits down with Robin Kanarek on L'chaim. At 10:30, Anita Diamond talks about her book, The Boston Girl. And coming up right after this newscast, it's the ILTV's Election Arena. And that's the JBS News Update for Tuesday, January the 14th, 2020. I'm Teisha Bader.